Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my garden roots. This is Judith, guys. The sun is trying to set on the other side, so any of the shadows, please forgive me for that. My phone, of course, I don't want to go into it on YouTube, but my phone's been messed up, guys, so I'm just now able to start videoing for my garden tours, okay? So today is going to be nothing but taking you around and letting you see what's going on in my garden right now in June. I'm going to be doing a garden tour every month unless something in the midst happens. But other than that, guys, please forgive me. I know I moved the phone or the camera. It's just one of them things that I can't control, okay? But all right, folks, so we are going to start at the top of our garden. Gonna start at the top of my garden, okay? And I don't know if I told y'all, but my name's Judith Ambrose. You can call me by Judy. But here we go, guys. Let me flip you around. Okay. Now, guys, this is my onions. I'm going to try to pull this thing out here, whatever this thing is. Sorry, I should have had this fixed. But I didn't. Now, here we go. Maybe that wasn't too rough. Alright, guys, so this is and I'm hoping with this tripod that I hope I can extend it out so you're not seeing a bunch of shadows. But, guys, this is white onions. I am going to be planting over here, which I got to till. Guys, it's just, there's things that I couldn't understand, didn't know what I was going to do with this row right here. So, now I know I'm going to put more tomatoes, and I'm going to put more onions that I already have, guys. So, but this is white onions. Folks, these things are going crazy, if you can tell. These are going nuts. Look at that. Look at those. And guys, these are just some pretty onions. And as you can see, I've done the weed fabric. It is a weed garden barrier. So it's not just like going to Walmart and getting weed control barrier, guys. It's not like that. This is it's really woven and stuff. I'll have to put on the comments or the screen above, guys, that what kind it is, because I can't remember the name right offhand. But that will be in Daryl, which is my better half. That will be in his in our favorites in our Amazon. Okay, guys, that's where you'll actually that's where you'll mainly find it. So I'm gonna turn you back around here, and the sun's gonna be behind me, so please just bear with me. But just like I was showing a second ago, guys, I'm trying to go slow so I'm not just all over the place. So here we go. Okay, this is what I was showing you a minute ago. This is the hoe row right here. I'm gonna put up a cattle panel probably right up the center right here, and I'm gonna put tomatoes on it, guys. I have so many tomatoes slips and stuff that I have done that it's not even funny. I just like to have a lot of backup, because I'm telling y'all, last year was a little wild. Okay, that's all I can say. Okay, guys, so we haven't got our other cattle panel here. We got a cattle panel that's just like that, folks. Let me go. I got new shoes, and now I'm gonna introduce them to the garden. How about that? Okay, so right here is, and y'all gonna see a shadow of me. Here we go. This is, y'all, I can't stand up. This is a arched over like this in our garden. I have some that's actually done like this, like an arch, like you would go through. This one you can go through too. It's just differently in the garden. This has got my straight eights on it. Straight eights are a hoss, okay? They're just a house of a cucumber. And we're going to put, this reason why I've got it away from a lot of stuff, because I don't want it getting into my corn like it did last year, folks. So just a little bit of it. But anyway, this is going to be straight 8s, and they'll eventually be over top of this. And I haven't put my irrigation in for this yet. I've been watering it by hand because we've got to get out here. I'm going to do the irrigation, the rest of it tomorrow, to what I need. But this is going to hold more straight 8s, guys. Okay? So, let me flip you around. I am going to take you down. Oh, my Lord. I am going to take you down my tomato row, okay? All these tomatoes that's in here, I have grown, okay? I just have. So, cool. I have a lot more, too. And I have places that I've got to still put tomatoes, okay? And I know that. And you'll see empty spots. That's going to be taken care of this week into next week, okay? So, here we go. Maybe. Okay, now, here we go. So, guys, this is a Big Mama tomato plant. And it is thriving. It's pretty. It's just pretty. Guys, and 2, I've been fighting. And look at the grass. Wow. The grass is just lovely. Come on. My phone likes to turn everybody sideways. So, here is another one. This is a Bradley. Guys, Bradleys are heirlooms, okay? You also, last year I had all... I've said this before and probably said it on my other videos from last year. I had all heirlooms in my garden last year. All of them was heirlooms. I didn't have one hybrid in my garden. Guys, I know a lot of people frown on it. I love heirlooms. I am so for them. But for me, I had to go with some hybrids this year. Because last year was just awful. It was just awful. And it rained so much. They had blossom end rot. I mean, I've done everything. The Epsom salt. The calcium. I've done everything, okay? So, we got some out of the garden. But y'all, we didn't hardly. And I got my slips because all mine died last year. Yep. It's real life. All mine died last year. So, I went to the Amish and got mine last year. I think I maybe had 1 or 2 that went, I think. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember, y'all. But anyway, went to the Amish and got majority of mine. I don't know how they do theirs, guys. I'm pretty sure they don't do it completely organic, but I don't think they do it with a bunch of junk either. They have certain ways of doing theirs. Well, all of them was heirlooms, and I didn't have enough to even can, and I wanted to last year. This year, yes, I will have enough this year. Hopefully. Lord, I hope the Lord helps me on that. But anyway, kind of simple. I shouldn't ask the Lord for help on that, because there's a lot of people who need more help. So, here we go. Flip you around. So, and I just showed y'all this one. This is a Big Daddy tomato. You guys, I know y'all are going to see that there's several tomatoes together. Okay? Let me go ahead and tell you guys. I know I keep flipping you around, but I just need to be able to tell you the whole ordeal with me and my tomatoes. I am putting some hybrids in between my heirloom tomato plants. Yes, I know they'll get big. And yes, I know my heirlooms will get big. I prune them, and I prune them, guys. I don't like them to set, their leaves to set on the ground. I look at my leaves 100% now. I didn't last year because I didn't know what I was looking for. I do know now. I do know this year. So, I just have a lot of good looking tomatoes, y'all. And I want to tell you, I know if y'all saw any of my videos last year, you'll know I had trouble growing the yellow pear. Well, guess what? let me just say this. Guess what? I put a seed in the ground. I tried to do them in the house. Why these tomatoes wouldn't go in the house, I have not got a bit of clue. But look how pretty this is. Well, you can't if I don't flip it around. Look how pretty that this yellow pear is, y'all. It is beautiful. It's got good leaves. It's got green leaves. And it's just a hoss. It's working. It's running. So, you know what? Next year, I'm not going to try to grow them from seed in the house. I'm just going to, after it gets warm, I didn't do this. I didn't do this when it was raining. I didn't do this when it was cold. I done this when it started that I knew that the frost was all gone and I knew that the ground was warm enough. And you know what? It's happy. And it started growing. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I don't have to grow that next year. I can put it in the ground and grow it. Okay, guys. So this is the Golden Jubilee, okay? This is a heirloom. This is an heirloom tomato. This is huge. Guys, I come on this side of the trellis because I was scared y'all y'all see y'all see me, and I didn't want y'all to see anything whenever I was going through it. But you guys, look at this phone. Look at this stem. It is huge, okay? It's huge. Right now, these have got to be fertilized. I have had to, let me go around and say this. I have had to spray with neem oil and dishwashing liquid and water in my sprayer. I've had to do this. I've done it twice already, and I don't see any aphids but on a few. But guys, where you have a few, you have a bunch, okay? But they will tear your plants up. They will make it stressed out. They will not produce the way you want them to. And I promise you, if you have any problems on your leaves and they look weird, go on the internet. Go to the internet and pull it up and see what pest does. But if your leaves are messed up, 9 times out of 10, if it's just a colored, it's aphids. Now, I'm going to tell you, be on your tomatoes. When they start coming in, them hornworms will tear them up. Tear them to pieces. Believe me. And they scare me to death. It's a good thing I got chickens this year. I can just like smack them in a bucket, throw them out. They scare me. I don't know why. But they do. They're weird looking, guys. They're scary. Okay, this is an early treat. Okay, this is another hybrid. You guys, these are just gorgeous, okay? These plants are just stinking cute. Okay, maybe I can show y'all some aphids. Do y'all see how these leaves are curled up? They're curled up. Okay, now your leaves are supposed to look like this. Alright, so what you need to do when you start seeing curling of the leaves, it could be a lot of different things. It could be a calcium it's needing. Okay, I'm just going to show y'all and try to show you. Right there is a little white. It's like a little white fly. But look at this, guys. That's aphids. That's aphids. And they make the leaves, 9 times out of 10, I've not really seen them curl the leaves extremely bad like this is. But they make polka dots on your leaves. And what that is, folks, is they're damaging because they're sucking out all the the water and things. I don't want to tell y'all a whole bunch on that because I've not done enough research, but I've done enough to know that I don't want them here. So, and I see this plant right here. This is, let me turn it around. This is another Big Daddy, and I planted these all at the same time, but it's got curling of the leaves. But guys, listen, just because it's got curling of the leaves, see, there's nothing on that leaf. Nothing. It's clean. Guess what? Guess what that's probably going to be caused? Guess what's going to cause that? more than likely, just because it's been raining, it does not matter. Just because it's been raining, it does not matter. I'm telling you right now, when you start having curling leaves like that one, all that is it needs water. And obviously, I'm not gave it enough water. I mean, I've been watering them every night, but guys, it has gotten hotter during the day. I've got to get everything set up on drip so I can set it up on my timer and stuff, guys, so everything can go together. And it will get watered every day at the same time. And that's what it has to happen. Guys, everything, if you can get your stuff on drip, I suggest it, okay? I didn't have this, I had it last year. We just started out with it last year. But I didn't have it the year before, and I'm going to be honest with you. That's hard. It's a hard time when you got to come out here, you got to carry your watering jug. Guys, my garden's big. It's not as big as some people's, but it's big for just us. So, I told him, after that year, I said, which was last year, I said, we will have a drip system, and we had it last year. And the thing about it is, my timer is Bluetooth, but it's okay as long as it is on Wi-Fi. It's still going to work, okay? Yes, could our Wi-Fi mess up? Could it be out for several days? It probably could, no doubt. But I watch my plants. The only time it would stress me out is if I was gone. But get this, I got another timer that goes on batteries. And I would put good batteries. And guys, if me and Daryl leaves and go somewhere, which we don't normally do that, but I think we're going to. I'm really wanting us to get out and do something for a few days. But I have kids. I'm taking care of animals for kids, and they're going to take care of my animals. And, which they don't mind. They wouldn't care. But, alright, let's get back to this. Just telling you, I'm going to do a series on the drip system, and I'm going to start that hopefully tomorrow, but it may be the weekend before I get that done. But anyway, here is another tomato, guys. Oh yeah, this is a beefsteak. And guys, these are huge. Let me just tell you, they're huge, okay? Look at that. This tomato, good Lord. Hang on, y'all. Okay, this tomato is huge, okay? And it has some places, and I come out here last night and seen some places where I'm going to have to spray again. But guys, I'm seriously going to have to fertilize these plants because they are struggling. And I see that, and I don't want it to get any further. Okay, y'all see this plant? It's up way up here, okay, where my hand is. And this is an early girl. So this is a hybrid, y'all. And look at the stem to that. I told Daryl, I said, I have never in my life. I said, I got some of the prettiest tomatoes this year that I have absolutely ever had. And he says, well, it's because you grew them. And I don't like putting seeds out and me have to take care of them. I'd rather them be in the ground. I got a bunch of tomatoes, y'all. But, alright, now here is this one. This is a big mama. Let me turn you around. I'm sorry. This is a big mama. And it's struggling a little bit. Like I told you guys, I think they're not getting enough water right now. My poor little basil, it's not going to make it. You guys, is there anything, let me just ask this question. Is there absolutely anything that you cannot grow? Okay? And basil is one of them things. And I don't understand. It's an herb, but I cannot grow it. I can get it to come up. Can't get it to go. I just can't get it to go. And, you know, I've had a couple other things that's been like that. But it doesn't stop me from trying. I'm still going to try. I'm still going to fool with it. But that little dude ain't going to make it. But I'll let it sit there for a little while. I'll try to take off the bad leaves and see where she goes. Alright, so here's this. We just looked at this one. No, this is a Roma. This is the only Roma And I know I hate to say it anymore because, but my little cat, when I planted seeds in the house, he decided he wanted to run through all my plants. So it's huge, guys, huge. It's the only Roma I have. And this is another beefsteak. And I just want y'all to see this. Okay, I came out here, not yesterday, day before. And I cut off one of the suckers that had already started as a big stem. It was right here. And it was right here. This was one of the main parts of it. Guys, you really have to be careful, though, when you're doing that, because if it has like this on it and it's just another sucker that's come up, you're not quite sure which one's the mother one. Let me say this. I don't know exactly. I won't tell you exactly, but I'll tell you what I think. I really don't think it matters as long as it has the top on it. But you guys, if you can get a hold of them suckers, a lot of people don't care to have 2 branches, 3 branches out. But I'm putting a lot of tomatoes together, okay? And I need to make sure they have room to grow. And so I'm trying to keep them down to 1 stalk, okay? Which, what I'm talking about, when you go down from the, oh, turn it around, G. Sorry. Okay, when you go down to here, guys, well, here is the main branch, stem of it. And you go all the way up, okay? And then you come around, and there it is. Here's the main stem, and here was one right here. This is one I cut off because it was a sucker. But guys, it was as big as this. It had blooms on it. And I know a lot of people would think I'm crazy. Let me turn you around. I know a lot of people would think I'm crazy for cutting off one of the stalks that had blooms on it. But you guys, I just want to be able to take care of them. I don't want them to get out of control to where I can't handle them. And that's what happened last year. And I'm not wanting that to happen. You guys, I may end up having some that's got 2 stalks that I'm not quite sure of. And then I'm not going to mess with them. But I want to do my best to try and take care of these and know what's what, okay? Let me flip you around. Okay, this is another that's another beefsteak right here, guys. They are huge. Beefsteaks are heirlooms, okay? They're just you guys, I think because I had these seeds last year. And I just replanted, okay, of what I had. And beefsteaks, I think, don't get me wrong, but I think beefsteaks are heirlooms. I'm pretty sure of it. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure of it. I was talking to you guys about 2 stems, like 2 stalks. Do y'all see this? This right here? Well, this right here? That is going to start as one. That's a sucker. And it's coming right there. And all I'm going to do, guys, because I don't need either one of them stems, and I'll have to pick that up tomorrow. And then, therefore, I know that's not going to cause a problem. And I'm going to tell you, if you don't think things can get out of hand quickly, let me do this. If you don't think things can get out of hand quickly with your tomatoes, and you're keeping up with them, taking the suckers off, pruning the bottom leaves so it can get airflow. Airflow is something you need. You need airflow underneath your plants, your tomato plants, because they can get diseases and stuff. And I'm gonna do another video on those and on that. And because I got to, whenever I go and start giving y'all's information, I want to make sure I'm not steering you in the wrong direction. That's not what I mean to do. And but that is another beefsteak. And for some reason, I planted all of these together. For some reason, I don't know why, but I did it. So we're gonna roll with it. So here's another beefsteak, guys. It's really pretty. Really, really pretty. It's got blooms right here. It's got blooms right here. Let me try to get my hand in it. It's got blooms right here. And it's also got blooms right here. Right here. So that makes me think that that is a sucker. Okay? That's a sucker coming up. But I just pulled the sucker part off. I'm going to leave the bloom sitting there. So that's kind of a little bit of that. And some of these are getting very big. And this thing keeps trying to twist on me. I don't know what it's doing. The heck. But this one's pretty. Guys, this is one right here. I know everybody. Let me just flip this around. I know y'all are getting tired of that. I know everyone has a plant that they didn't name. How that happens when you seed them? When you're doing 200 at a time, they all go together. So I didn't realize this one didn't have a name right on the cup, okay? So we'll find out what it is. It is not, I can tell you that it is not, by no means, beefsteak. I think it's a Golden Jubilee. That's what I think. I may be wrong, but I think so. So here's another one, y'all. This is a big one. I got it tied up better. Look at the stalk, guys. You just don't understand. Look. That sucker right there it's just something else, man. This is a beefsteak. No, this is a big mama. Let me say that. It's a big mama. Let me see here. Let me see, y'all. I know I'm doing this with y'all without telling you what I'm doing. You guys, there was a sucker right in between these. There's a V. It's normally right in the middle of a V. V of the storm. V of the storm. Ooh, right in. This is the V, like your, like an armpit in between it. It's kind of like what I say. That's what it looks like to me. And let me do this. I'm sorry. But that's what it looks like to me. It looks like that one looks just like a Golden Jubilee. I'm not quite sure. It may be any of the following, okay? I have not got a bit of clue. But the one that I just showed you, the Big Mama, it's a hybrid. And I've got to tie it up better because it's a hybrid and it's automatically going to go. It's automatically going to get bigger. So, and guys, if you've got tomatoes already and they're big and they got real big limbs and stuff that's dragging the ground on the bottom, cut them off. You don't have to have them. You can cut a third of your plant off as long as you leave enough leaves for it to take in the sun and the air and stuff that it needs. There's a word for that, but I can't tell you what it is. Photosynthesis. I knew I wouldn't say it right. But it needs that. So, but trimming your plants off as they get bigger is going to make it to where you're not caused a big problem. Okay? I promise you. Take it from somebody who knows. I know this from last year. Okay, guys. This is a Golden Jubilee. Look at this. Like I told you, I can see right here some of my tomato plants are stressed out because, unfortunately, because they're not getting enough water. So tonight, instead of me just letting it go for 10 minutes, I'm going to have to let it go for 30, okay? I am going to hook whatever is on my, because most of my stuff that's out here is on drip. I'm going to hook it up to the timer and let it go, and it'll cut off when it's done, okay? Which is the great part about it. But let's go right here. I'm going to show you. This, okay, folks, this is nasturtiums, okay? They're flowers. They're really good. You guys, I have not found one bee in my garden this year. None. None. I've found a lot of pests, like aphids and slugs. If y'all, anybody knows how to get rid of slugs, please tell me. I saw one on my pepper plants last night, and I've never dealt with that. Never dealt with slugs. I mean, you see them around here, but I've never dealt with them in my garden. So this one I had to take out of a pot to make room for my squash. You'll see what I'm talking about. But these are nasturtiums, guys. Nasturtiums, you can plant them in cups and do it in the house. But let me just say this. If you can plant your nasturtiums by seed outside in something where you're going to leave them, that's the best bet. Because nasturtiums do not like their roots touched. They don't like to be bothered. When they go into a pot or in the ground or something like that, they need to stay there. Do not dig them up unless you're just going to throw them away. Because pretty much that's what you have to do with nasturtiums. But let me flip you around. Here is some eggplant. And I have it in a pot. There's 3 in here. I don't know how big they're going to get. I don't know. Guys, let me just say, anybody knows anything about eggplants? Please don't hate me over putting it in a pot, because I did it. All right. Now, ignore all my nasty mess over here. I got to pick up the wind and stuff, leave my stuff over. Alrighty, guys, so here is my peppers, okay? Here's my peppers, and you can tell where the slugs been, because I know slugs bite into your pepper and your plants, and I have been coming out here taking off the bad leaves, because guys, look, oh, look, there are so many pretty leaves underneath here besides that one. So I come out here and I pick off stuff. I don't normally do it a lot. So I've got curling of my leaves over there. But I don't do a whole bunch off of them because, you know, I just don't know. I just don't know exactly what to do. Ooh, sorry. Hey, look, we got grass. It's tall. I think it's taller than my plants, actually, and that ground's hard as a rock. Okay, for some reason or another, okay, I'm taking this off because I want to look at it. Guys, if you see something that looks weird to you on your leaves, like these are curling on me, I have no clue. I really don't know what the crap that is, because it doesn't look like aphids, but guys, I don't know. But I can tell you one thing, and this is something I can tell you real quick. Your pepper plants, and I'll tell you why. Last year, guys, I got my stuff in the ground, got everything put in, and my peppers just sat there. They didn't do anything all summer. And guess what? Come fall, when it got cooler, they started producing. So I'm hoping I got these in early enough that they can start, because I've got some that's over in a pot that's just working out, buddy. They're just killing it. But I'll show you them. And like I say, we haven't had enough. Y'all gonna get to see my sad but pot that I gotta put drip on. Anyway, what I'm gonna have to do this year is I'm gonna have to pollinate my peppers myself by hand. So if you guys want to know exactly how to do this, because I had to research it on Facebook, on YouTube, guys, and I almost not found out anything about it. And then I did wind up on, God, who was it? I don't know if it was Kelly Kim. I think it was Kelly Kim on YouTube. Go check her out. She's a great lady. She's been doing YouTube for a long time. She's from California. Very sweet lady. Go check her out. She also has a book, and she does sell seeds. So just to let you know, she's the one that showed me, or I watched, she didn't show it to me, but I watched one of her videos stating if you're having trouble with pollination, you can pollinate them yourself. So I've started doing that, but I've got to wait for more of my blossoms to come out. And I'm going to tell you, if your plant starts dropping leaves, they're stressed out to the max, and then their blossoms are going to fall off. Do not, listen to me when I say this, do not pull them up, okay? Because they're stressed out because it's too hot. Alright? Now, if they start getting too hot, if you can get some shea cloth and fix you a little thing, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing, fix you a little thing to where you can drape over some, even sheets, anything to keep that sun from beaming on top of them. And if you'll do that, it keeps it cooler. And if you'll do that, these peppers will succeed, I promise. So I will be also doing a video on that, and I'm going to be doing that fairly quick because I'm worried about my peppers, and they're super cute. Oh, super cute. Listen to me. They're hosses. They're working. Let me show you. Look at this one. It's pretty. But guys, when you start going up and touching your plants like this, if they start dropping leaves, on you just by touching them like that, if they start doing that and you reach down and you're pulling up from the bottom, don't do it hard, because you don't want to pull them off just because, you know, you want to check them. Be gentle. Take your fingers straight up the bottom of them. If your leaves start dropping from your pepper plants, guys, they're too hot. It's too hot outside. During the day, it's too hot. I promise you, if you will go and get something, I don't care if you get tomato cages or little stakes or whatever, and drape over. I don't care if you put chairs out here and drape over them. If it's going to help you with your crop and help you feed your family, guys, do whatever. It doesn't matter what people think. I don't like people seeing things either, but you know what? They're not working for my garden. I am, and it's rough. It's rough. And yes, I look this way today. I promise you won't see this tomorrow, because I'll be in here and I'll be dirty. I don't understand people who's gardening and they're pretty, dressed nice, hair did, eyes done. Yeah, that's not me. Promise you, that is not me. Okay, so what I'm doing, guys, is just going around in circles to where my plants are, just so I can show you that way, and y'all are going to get to see something pitiful. And I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to lose my squash, for sure. I got to pull some stuff out of this pot and get this pot hooked up directly on drip, because it was beautiful, and I can go and water it tonight and it'll be beautiful in the morning. But by the time that heat beams down on these pots, it's rough on them, okay? And I may end up having to move them. I got them sitting right out in the middle of my garden, but I could also move them back when these trellises are covered. Okay, the reason why I'm trying some squash in pots for a reason, okay? And I'm just going to show you some plants that are in the ground, and I see I already have a problem here. That's wow. That's wow. I'm going to show you something. I have a video on my channel right here. I will link it, okay, so y'all can see it. I have a video on vine borers, okay? And this one's already got them. They are my pumpkins, all my squash and everything. Last year, guys, I didn't have it very long, okay? And I had to pull stuff up, but I'm going to show you that this one's already getting them, and I'm going to have to start spraying, and hopefully I can keep this. And guys, yes, I'm going to spray BT on it, okay? I'm just going to. And maybe, no, I'm not an organic garden all the way. I love to use neem oil and just dishwashing liquid and water on what I can use, and I don't use a bunch of different things. I just don't. So, but I'm not an organic garden. I'm going to be honest about it. And I just ain't. Okay, I just ain't. That's all I can say. Let me show you the squash and shut my mouth here. I'm going to show you. This is a squash. It's a straight neck. Early straight neck. It's already got a squash on it. There's another one right here. Guys, I get tickled. I can't help myself. I get tickled. But look at that. That's the vine. That is the stalk, the stem that goes into the ground that's supposed to help them. You guys, vine borers it's a worm that lives under the ground, and they go in and they suck out all the water, absolutely everything. They tear the plants apart, okay? And they eat them from the roots and stuff. Guys, after it does that, there's not much you can do about it. Just telling you. It's just not. It's like pull up and repot. And guys, if you live in the southern states or in California and on up in there, guys, you can, if you see that, and I've already seen that, you can right now stick, or even a month or two, you can go ahead and stick more seeds in for squash, and you can still get another harvest, okay? They're easy to grow, they're fast. That, squash and cucumbers are some of your fast growers, but squash is faster than the cucumbers. So, needless to say, that one's going to have to be dealt with. I didn't know it was like that. I didn't pay it any attention, honestly. But what I was going at when I was talking about the squash, let me slow down here and tell you what I was talking about. Last year, like I say, all the vine borers took all my plants, okay? This year, I wanted to try something. It may not work, okay? It just may not work. That's what's in my pots. But I also put a lot in it, okay? A lot in it. Because I was thinking if one don't work, then two of them don't work and one is, I can pull them out and be done with it. But I want to see if vine borers get in this pot. And I've got hose in it, and I've got it sitting in the garden for a reason. I want to see, and I also want to see if they do good. If they do, guys, I will be doing a video on that, okay? And I'm hot, and I'm sweaty. So, and yes, everybody, this is a garden tour, so there's a lot of talking. I can't help it. I'm a chit-chatter. So, hopefully, nobody's upset over it. But, it is what it is, and this is what it's going to be. But, anyway, let's go on. I hope that don't turn my neck green. It shouldn't. Alright, let me turn you around since y'all seeing my head. Okay, folks, so right now we're at cucumbers, because this is in between my squashes, okay? My squash. I just planted these 4 days ago, and look at them. And guys, I have a lot in here. I overseed. I'm not going to lie about it. I don't feel bad about it. I do overseed for my cucumbers. I just do. Now, I did my pickling cucumbers. Let me move over and I'll show you why I'm talking about them. I did my Boston picklers. I did them. There was so many of them, y'all. I can't stand up straight. This ground is so slippery, maybe. Is that the word for it? I don't know. But anyway, this is my Boston picklers. I still said it. My Boston picklers. Really? Okay, anyway, cucumbers. Let me say that. For me to can. To make bread and butter pickles. I made them last year, y'all. But I had to go and get cucumbers, the small cucumbers, to pickle for the bread and butter. You guys, I have one jar. I have one jar in the refrigerator. That's all I have. So this year, and everybody wants them. Family, my son kind of comes in, takes him a few, and takes them home. And then I want to see my jars, and then I want to hurt him. So there you go. Anyway, here we go. That's a rant. I'm all over the place, y'all. So here is the Boston pickled cucumbers. You guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I was scared that they wouldn't do well and they wouldn't be able to get enough sun. Okay, I have normally three in each one of these. This one's got 4. I kind of try to see which one's the best one, okay, to take out. All of these has got 3, okay? Some of them are not going to do as well. See, there's one right here that's not doing well. I'm just going to take it out. You don't have to pull the whole plant, just break it off. It's not going to grow anymore. Okay, now here's 3 here. And those all seem to be doing okay. If it starts getting too much, you guys, then what I will do, that one's broke. So, these will fall off. That's not their true leaves. This is their baby leaves that come up when you sow them. Okay, these are pretty. And I've got 4 here. All of them look pretty. I'll have to wait and see if some of them needs to come out, if they're going to be okay growing. Here's one. Okay, and here's these. Guys, that one, I'm going to take it out. And here's these. And here's these. Okay? This is the other ones. Now, the ones on the other side of this, and yes, they're going to go over this trellis. They're going to go over this trellis. Right here. Over this trellis, and they're going to grow up in between right here and then right there, and they're going to meet, okay? Y'all, by the end of this month, this place, my garden will be beautiful and lush, hopefully. But these right here are national picklers. Yeah, these are cucumbers. They're national picklers. And pickler, that is the way I'm supposed to say it. Okay. Y'all have to ignore me. Okay. I'm going to flip back around here because this is all the peppers, guys. All the peppers that I was showing you were grand bells. What in the world? Were grand bells, mini bells, California Wonders, and carnival bells, or carnival peppers. I just actually didn't have stakes for them at that time, so I needed to get them in the ground. I didn't want them to die, so they were all stressed out because of all the water, and I had to get them in here. And I had this one. Let me show you. Really? Look at this. You guys, this is not a grand bell. This is not a bell pepper. This is a sweet banana. And it is beautiful. Look at all of them. Darn it. Look at all of them blooms right there. Them blooms are going to start out. Oh, well, that right there told me one thing. Okay? This is stressed out completely. It's going to lose its blooms. It's going to start dropping leaves. So, that tells me that they have to be watered early in the morning They're going to have to be watered at night. Because they're going to have water during the daytime to get them through. And they don't have enough water to get them through. So, I'm going to help that situation. But listen, you guys, when I tell y'all they need water twice a day, they do. But you can't put don't put your timer, your thing that you use, I can't think of the name of it, that, you know, you can fix and have your water timed to go off with your irrigation. Do not do it too much, too fast. Because if you do, it's going to stress them out. It's going to stress them out more. I promise. Y'all, I'm just telling you what happened to me last year. And, you know, you got to live and learn. And Judy always learns the hard way, unfortunately. Yep. Let me move this over. Okay. Now, this is a crook neck. Crook neck. Oh my God. Okay. We roll with it. This is a crook neck squash, okay? Let me see. My first thing is, guys, I want to look right here at the stem. Okay, this one looks pretty doggone good, except for it has vine board. I mean, it has, actually, this doesn't have aphids. This right here, on here, this one is sunburn. This one's probably some type of fungus. Shoot. See, I didn't deal with funguses last year either, guys. So I'll have to see about that. Oop, look at here, guys. Let me just show you something. This is where I had my tomatoes last year. Just to let you know, I had heirlooms last year, okay? All my tomatoes were heirlooms last year. Alright? Well, I just now looked down, and where my cucumber, this trellis is down here, this is where, let me show you. Ooh, I can't walk, y'all, I'm sorry. This is where I had my tomatoes last year. Up and down. Because see, here's the corn over there, and if you look at my videos last year, you'll see that. I had my corn there, and I had 4 rows, guys, 4 rows of tomatoes, okay? I did. I don't have a clue what these are, but I can for sure to tell you that they are, for sure, these are tomatoes. And guess what? These tomatoes will sit here. I will not dig these up because I do not want to bother them, but I also, look at this. Look at that. That is just freaking awesome. And that's from last year, y'all. Seriously, I haven't planted none here. I haven't put any seeds over here. That's from it being heirlooms, and whenever it's been tilled, there's probably tomatoes that was left in the ground, and it was tilled up enough to where it made it soft, it was soft enough that it made it okay for these tomatoes to come up. And guess what? They're free. I didn't even have to do a thing to them. And now I will bring drip system over to them to keep them well. But I'm not going to bother them. They're going to stay there. And we'll keep an eye on them. How about that? We'll keep an eye on these tomatoes and see what they do. And guys, that's one of the reasons why you want to get heirlooms and definitely put them in your garden. You should always do that. Because you guys, you can save those seeds. And if something like just with the quarantine and all this bull crap, Yeah, that's what I call it, because I don't know what else to call it. But other than that, when all this is going on, you need to fall back on yourself. Don't wait on other people, because people don't care. They should. They should care. But they don't. And I have never... I put myself in that same position, you guys. I've done things, said things that I shouldn't. I'm not innocent by no means. But I'm trying to see if there's some more tomatoes plants here. And they'll probably show themselves. Yep. There's another one. It's got a feather on it. Look at that. Look at that one. Huh. Imagine that. Wow. Okay. Let's get this going. I know y'all are tired of me running off at the mouth. I would be. There's another one. Let me show you. Let me show you. Well, maybe. There's another one. It's little. I'm going to have to tell Daryl not to come out here and till without me being out here. I think what I'm going to do is just, oh, y'all get to see my sick flower, my sick plant. Look at this. Okay, look at this. I ought to be ashamed of myself, but guess what? There's nothing there's things I can do. I'm going to pull out the nasturtiums. This little guy looks bad. Y'all can't even see what I'm doing. I'm going to set y'all up for a minute. Okay, guys, look at this. Kidder, no. Kidder, no. Oh, he's okay. Alright, guys, so what I'm going to do is like this one. It's got a bad... Let me turn it down a bit. Okay. So here's a bad leaf, okay? It's gone. So I'm just going to pick that one off. Here's another one that's sick. And it's not sick. It just ain't got enough water. So what I'm doing, guys, is trying to make it to where... when I water this tonight, it's going to perk these leaves back up. It's got fruit on it. But I want to show you something. Good Lord, this is a house, boy. It's a house. And I have a feeling, because see, I got drip line in here, but it's not, it just sprays out. It don't have emitters to stones that I hate to pull out, but they are stressed out. So, and I'm going to show y'all, but I am going to go ahead and cut some of these off. Some of these sad looking weeds. And no, I'm not taking off everything off the plant. I'm not. But okay, I'm going to show y'all. Let me show y'all. Let me set you back up. How in the world did that light get on? Okay, y'all, I don't really know. Okay, whatever. We rolling with it. Alright, so I took out quite a bit out of this. I took all the nasturtiums out. That one kind of looks, nothing's really fair, but guys, like I say, when I water it tonight, it will bounce back. But look, that's got 1, 2, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, ow, I hate when they're sticky, 5, 6, and there's 6, and that is 7. And there's a lot more coming, guys. Hey, there's another one, a little bitty one. Let me see if I can find it. right there. So this plant, I did just take a bunch of things off of it. I did take a bunch of leaves off of it because I think me doing that, it's going to be able to bounce back a lot quicker and not having to deal with a bunch of other things and putting the plant in more stress. I did take the nasturtiums out, which was an afterthought. I shouldn't have done that, but I did. I did it. So hopefully tomorrow this is going to look pretty because I will water this tonight by hand. And I'll also let drip run to it, but it's not drip. It just puts out a mist of water because I had it underneath. I got it underneath my weed barrier on my onions. And I'm I'm going to be putting it on my corn. And I'm going to be putting cardboard boxes down my aisles of things, guys, and putting mulch over it. I haven't been able to get to the mulch yet. I've got to get it. We'll probably get it this weekend. I don't know that for sure, but hopefully we'll get to it. Alright, this is the other squash that's on this one side, and I will, when we go over, I'll show you the other ones. This is another crookneck. What is it doing? This is another crookneck squash, and this is what it looks like. I looked at the stem. It looks pretty, I think it looks okay. I don't know, y'all. I am going to start spraying for the vine borers just in case. But there's a fruit that's supposed to start right here. Right here. So, ow. That struck the crap out of me and that hurt. I'm not real crazy over squash that sticks me. I hate that. Okay, so where are we at now? We're at where I love. I love my green beans. I do. I can't help it. I do. These are top crop. No. Those are Kentucky Wonder. Y'all, every time I get online, my nose wants to run. But this is Kentucky Wonder. It is a pole bean. It will start crawling. Climbing, crawling. And this is Kentucky Wonder. And this is a Kentucky Wonder. I have planted more seeds in between it. I am planting it tight. You know, I'm just going to. It's going to be on this trellis. And I'll make sure it always has room for their stem. I hate when it does that. When it has room for the stem, just to make sure that it can get airflow. And here is, and guys, I'm going to tell you, I come out here yesterday and saw green beans, and you know, it's just like a child in a candy shop, as they say. But look at them green beans. I'm like, really? Already? Guys, I had green beans last year. I planted them. Let me just tell you. Planted green beans last year. Most of the girls know on Facebook and on YouTube. I didn't think they were ever going to grow. But guys, I've been spraying for the Japanese beetles, okay? Them suckers will wipe out your plants. It'll wipe out. It eats through the whole leaf. You know, and it's rough. So these are rolling, and I'm glad they're rolling. So let me turn you around and show you more, because not all these are Kentucky Wonder. Okay, so this is that's what that is. It's that, and that already has beans on it. This is a Kentucky, hang on. This is a Kentucky Wonder. Look at that. Hang on, y'all. Look at that. And you guys, you know, I'm going to tell you, because I didn't do this last year, because I didn't know to do it. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to lie about it. I don't know everything. I wish I did, but I don't. I just try to keep these yellow leaves off And anything that's bad, I take off. But don't take off too much, because you never know. I don't want to tell you to do something and then it harm your plants. I don't want to do that. All I'm saying is what I do for myself and what I do in my own garden. If you're worried about it, especially with anything that I tell you to spray on your stuff, what's his name? Go to the Rustic Garden on YouTube. I can't remember what his name is, but if you go to the Rustic Garden, he tells you. That's how I found out how to use neem oil and dishwashing liquid to help with aphids. Because I was stressed out. I was stressed out last year. I think that's why my garden didn't grow well. It grew well. I just thought it was supposed to grow more. So hang on, let's look at these. I haven't got the thing out here on these, but these are a Kentucky Wonder. Y'all, this one's having trouble. It's stressed out. I don't think it's getting enough water. So I've got to be doing some looking on that. And look at this. Look at that beauty. Oh yeah, she knows what she's doing. Look at that. She knows, and then her sisters know what they're doing, and these don't have beans on them yet. Not yet. These don't. That needs to go over that way, but maybe it will. Okay, now these have beans on them. Just like I told Daryl, I think this is a bush bean. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought it was all, you guys, I'm not sick. I just have allergies extremely, extremely bad. Okay, now this is I think these are bush beans. I think it's the Blue Lake bush bean, guys. But if it is, you guys, everybody that wants green beans and wants a lot of them quick, go get you some Blue Lake. If you can't find the plants, look at that. They're just loaded. Look at that. Look at that. They're just loaded with beans. Loaded, guys. When I tell you loaded, that's what I mean, loaded. Okay, well, I know these are bush beans for sure. But the other ones, you know what? It is what it is. That's all I can tell you. It is what it is. And, okay, this is a crookneck squash, too, okay? It's the same thing that's over there, all right? And this one needs to probably come off. It's got some type of disease on it. I don't know what, but you see that? Now, when I take this off, with it being like this, being this bad, I will not, I know I'm doing this, but I will not touch another squash with this hand or another plant with this hand. Sorry, y'all. Y'all are swimming. I'll have to put y'all in this hand because I don't want to run disease into another plant. But that one looks pretty good for now. This is another crook neck. And look at the stem. Look at that. Holy snot. All right. My nose is running. Yep, my nose is running. It's running. I don't know where, but it is. Alrighty. Now this is Black Beauty squash. So this is more like your zucchini, I think. It looks like a zucchini, so that's where I say. That's where I'm going with it. It's not got fruit quite yet, but it will have soon. And look at this. This is the straight neck. Look at that. They are house producers. I'm just going to be honest with you. If you want some good producers of squash, get the straight neck. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. And here's this one. This is another Black Beauty. Guys, I just take off limbs that don't look good to me, and I roll with it. Because it has a lot more coming up from the bottom. But this one doesn't have squash on it yet, but anytime there's a male flower, there's going to be a female flower coming out. I don't know if y'all know, I had to learn this last year. Let me turn you around, because I know people are drunk. Last year I learned that, this is stupid. I shouldn't be saying this, but guys, this is real. This is me. I'm real. It's just all it is to it. I'm going to try my best not to lie to you. I'm going to try not to give you wrong advice. If you guess something or second guess something that I've said, look it up. Don't just go on it and say, oh, well, she said it's fine. Don't do that. Always look up and do your own research. I'm telling you, it'll pay in the end. Okay, this is quite a few different cucumbers because I planted a bunch. You'll see one that looks kind of sad. I'm going to fertilize him tonight. I'm going to fertilize all this stuff tonight. And hopefully it's going to perk up because it was one that I dug up out of the ground. Either I dropped a seed or a bird got the seed and dropped it. I don't know which. But anyway, it happened. Okay. So these are munchers. Good grief almighty. Seriously? These are munchers, guys. Okay. This is munchers right here, and it's got their little stems. He's going to town, man. Going to town. He's climbing up. He don't care what the rest of them's doing. He knows what his job is. Okay, here's another one. This is a Market More too. Guys, these right here. Ooh. Do you see that? That little sucker trying to go over that way. We want him to go on up. We don't want him to be following around on the ground. But some of these are small cucumbers, guys. Some of them. And they are not like pickling. I guess you can if you do them when they're small, when they're young. You can do that with them because these are small, but they're Market More. It's one that you would take to. I say Market More is a heirloom cucumber. It's been around for years and years, generations after I don't know how long. I think like the they didn't like that. I don't know. The 1800s and something. I don't know. But anyway, I looked at it, but I can't remember. But they are a good slicer and just to eat. You can slice her and you can eat it in the garden, which is probably what I'll end up doing a lot of. So, but I also, and see the munchers is something people take to farmers markets because they grow quick. They grow really quick. So, you know, it's just one of them good things that if you're going to go to the farmer's market and sell your things, you want stuff that's going to come in fairly quick. Like your hybrids, okay? You guys, hybrids are not bad. They've just been made and they, you know, they're not an heirloom. They're not going to come back the same as when you planted it. Like if you plant a heirloom tomato, it's going to come back the same. It just is. If you get a hybrid, like my Big Mama hybrid, you might get one. You can plant them seeds. You'll have tomatoes come up. But that doesn't mean it's going to be a Big Mama, okay? It could be anything. But if you want to take that chance and I thought about doing this next year. I don't want to do it this year. I got so much going on. But next year, I think I'm going to. But the summer, I'm going to get some tomatoes that are hybrids, and I am going to dry them. Okay, I'm going to dry them, and I'm going to put them in a baggie for next year. And I'm going to do I'm going to just do like experiment. I'm going to actually have the actual hybrid seeds, that's a real thing. And then I'm going to have some that come from, that I got from last year. And just see what the difference is. See how different it is. Because a lot of people say that they're just bad and they're just bad. They're not. They're food to put in your mouth, so, hey, I love my heirlooms. Because, the heirloom movement needs to stay around because it's a good thing. You can plant them every year and they're going to come back the same, okay? The same, no matter what. But let me finish this. Let me turn this around since I'm over here running off at the mouth. Okay, this is Market Moors, guys. And it's been stressed out because of sun. And this one is going around. Let me do this. They're already climbing, trying to find their way up the trellis, and they'll find their way if I don't break it first. Oh, I broke it. What else is new? Okay, so this is a Market Moor, guys. It's climbing, it's doing great, it's doing its job, and I promise you this time next month, oh no, it won't even be next month. This time, oh, we already got cucumbers. Oh my goodness, do y'all see that? Look. Yes, that's going to be your cucumber. Look at that. OMG. Do y'all see that? That's a cucumber. That's a baby cucumber, man. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that makes me excited. Why in the world? It don't take much to excite me. But when it comes to my garden, oh yes. I put a lot of hard work into it, guys. And whenever... What are y'all... Look. Do y'all see that? Let me try to pull you out. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see that action? You see that situation right there? What y'all want, baby girls? Chickers? What you want? You want corn? You want corn? Hang on. Well, maybe. Maybe it'll let me. There we go. Hey! But they didn't get another piece of corn today. And I gotta go get some. Because they are going to trip out in the morning if they don't have it. I know people are going to fuss about that and say, don't give your chickens corn. You know what? You do you, I'll do me. And I don't give it to them every day. But if I wanted to, I would. So, just needlessly say. I don't know. I'm not trying to be mean. But it's just, I know someone's going to say something. But mostly... We're going to start giving them watermelon because we can keep it cold and it's water. Your chickens have to stay hydrated and it needs to be. My chickens always get cold water pretty much. I normally put ice in their water. I freeze ice and that's what I get. So let me flip you back around right quick and hush. This is the cucumber that I replanted. It's trying to perk back up. And I think tonight, whenever look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hang on, y'all. I can't stand up. Ooh, there's one. Y'all see that? Ooh. Okay. Yep. I'm happy. Alright guys, this is the pot that I told you guys about where this right here is zinnias. Okay? I see something. I think there is going to be some flowers somewhere in that situation. But I've never been able to grow zinnias. I just want to let you know this pot is not hooked up to nothing. Okay? But it also gets a little bit of shade. And I may end up hooking something here to drop down on these plants in the heat of the day. Because I don't want to bring them out of the garden. It's out there for a reason. So, but listen, look. These are pepper plants. That's a pepper. Y'all see that? Ooh! That's a pepper. Okay, yes, that's what that is. And let me just tell y'all, I did come out and tease their flowers to pollinate them, okay? I did. There's some peppers. There's some more blooms. And now, look at this. I guess that's the zinnia flower. I've never, honestly, oh, let me show y'all. I'm not going to take you down the corn. I'm just not going to take you down the corn. We got to I got to go down with a hoe. I've got to go in and fill in places that it didn't grow in at, and then mulch. And I got to put their drip line down in there. So, but this is my corn. Let me just say this, throughout the quarantine, guys, okay, everybody went crazy wanting to grow things. That's awesome. I love that. You know, I'm not all against that. Couldn't find peaches and cream corn anywhere. Co-op was out. They didn't have it anymore, and wasn't going to get any more in. That's what I always use. Last year I went a little heavy-handed with my corn seeds when I shouldn't have. But this year we're going to try new corn. It's sweet. It's called candy corn. Candy corn, the candy spelled with a K, corn spelled with a K. Not a C. Okay, yeah, candy. They're both not spelled with a C. They're both spelled with a K. So, it's supposed to be good. It's supposed to be really sweet. That's what they say now. I've looked it up, and a lot of people say that it's really good. It's really good corn. Look at these nasturtiums showing out here. Let me show them to you. They're struggling too, guys. But I'm going to leave them till they look bad and I can pull them. Look at those. Oh, my Lord, y'all. Look at these beauties. Look at that. Look at that. That's a straight neck. I can tell you that now by just looking at it. This one is struggling a little bit. And that one is struggling just a little bit. I'm going to pull this out. That is nasturtiums. They're struggling. They're having a problem. Just take them out. Take them out, guys. Take them out. Okay. So, that is the garden. Besides, I want to show you some pots out here by the chicken coop. Oh, guys, just to let you know, I have so much to go in the garden. Okay, watermelon. I don't know what that is. It's either okra or cucumbers, or I don't know what it is. Peppers. My okra died in that. Sad. That's a flower over there. This has got okra in it, but it's also got teddy bear, sunflowers and stuff. These right here are peppers. Peppers. They're peppers. Okay. My nasturtiums on the ground. My nasturtiums are on the ground, guys. I gotta get them up or they'll ruin. I gotta get these watered. Here's some more zinnias. If I ain't careful, they're gonna die. This is butternut squash. Just letting you know, I've had this since the 1st of January. Yes, taking care of something since the 1st of January. Get that, okay? Yeah, that was fun. That's fun. And some of them's already got blooms on them and little bitty fruit, and I gotta get them in the ground before they end up dying. These are peppers, guys, and eggplant. I sprayed these last night with neem oil and dishwashing liquid. I used Dawn. And guys, don't think that you should not spray your flowers. If they've been in with your pots and they've been in with all your other stuff, you have to you have to spray them too. I see that these are struggling a bit. They're trying to drape a little bit. These are tomatoes, guys, let me just tell you, as if I need any more tomatoes. Let me just knock you out. These are tomatoes. There are peppers, there are eggplant, there are flowers, tomatoes. This is just too freaking cool. Let me just let you know. Let me show you what I bought today. This is hilarious. My husband just shook his head. Look what I bought today. Look at these. Do y'all see that? My light's on my phone. I don't get really why. Do y'all see that? That is tomatoes. Steak sandwich size. Steak sandwich hybrid. And then 4th of July, I was told if I get them in the ground now by seed, I may not have them by the 4th of July, which is what they say. You need to get them in the ground early because those are normally something that comes out the first of, or at least by the end of July. So, and those are little salad, those right there would be salad tomatoes to me. But, and I don't really, guys, I eat tomato stuff in things. I will eat a tomato sandwich. As far as that's concerned, I don't like cherry tomatoes on my salads. I just don't. I'm weird like that. But I am going to run over here right quick, because I know my phone's getting ready to probably die, and show you, hopefully my internet will still work. It won't start recording, I hope. I'm going to show you these right quick, and then, guess what? My chickies already went up. Look at these. That's a zinnia. This is nasturtiums, and y'all tell me this isn't pretty? There's another one over here. These are gorgeous. My zinnia's fixing to bloom. That's some of my other flowers I just adore and love. Oh! There's some more. These are the flowers that I love. I just love them. Just takes them forever to bloom. Here they are. Now, they're probably needing water, I would say. There's the zinnias. Ooh, guys, this is my favorite. These are staying a little small because the pot needs water and it's a lot going on. Look at that nasturtium. Look at those flowers, guys. Y'all tell me that's not gorgeous. Not gorgeous, it is beautiful. And then they're fighting. Want to see which one's gonna get somewhere. There they are. Chiggers. Chickadees. Oh. No. They're mad at me because they didn't get corn tonight. And they're already up, so last night when I didn't get them up until late. No, they went up at this time last night too. But I forgot the door was not shut, and I freaked out and come running out. And I put their water inside their coop because that's what I do every night. It's just habit. And they were up on their roost in there. And one of my little Roxy girls, she's Americana. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a very good thing that I had a headlight on my head, because she poked it. If I had been my eyeball, she would have probably been laughing. But anyway, guys, thank you for coming for a long chit-chat garden tour with Judith Ambrose with Back to My Garden Roots. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Check you later. See you later. Bye.